And I gotta stay the hell away from Taco Bell.
Yeah.
I'm blaming Taco Bell. I ate there 2 days ago.
Okay. Now you're paying for it?
They have one of the healthiest selections out of fast food available, though.
And I had,
You did not have healthy selection.
what?
You did not have healthy selection.
One of the 3 things was really, it was a hard topic.
It had some lettuce in it.
It was reasonably healthy.
What is healthy Taco Bell?
I mean, I'm not saying it's healthy, but out of fast food options, they have some of the
The
healthier.
beans and cheese are pretty healthy.
I remember there was one guy who he shocked the nutrition world because he asked the question, what on the market
Is the most nutritional bang for your buck? And it's more expensive now. But at the time when he said he surprised everybody. It was the McDouble on the dollar menu.
Oh, yeah.
It's like if you were in dire straits and needed the most nutrition for nutrition for the least amount of money, that was the highest dollar to calorie ratio that you could have.
Yeah, I quit eating the Big and Tasty when they took it off the dollar menu. It was a damn good dollar burger.
Now it's gone.
Yeah, I don't have it anymore.
What was the sauce on it?
Mayo. It was just mayo.
What else was special about it? The bun?
No, hand formed. It was a thick burger. It wasn't one of the frozen patties.
Yeah. So you could kind of mimic it. Like if you got a
But not
quarter
for a dollar.
pounder, yeah, but like you can get a
Can't
quarter,
do it for $1.
you get a quarter pounder, strip all the toppings off except for cheese and mayo, and
They would put
Pickles?
mayo on. Yeah, they had pickles on.
yeah.
Cheese, tomatoes. Let's see, they didn't have cheese on the Big and Tasty. They
Maybe
had
the fish sandwich has cheese.
tomato, lettuce, and
I remember in that one,
they had shitty.
when I worked there, they had that on the menu. There was a couple that came in, and the husband ordered one sandwich, and then she walked up and said, "And I'll have 6 Big and Tasties." And kind of some looks, and then she said, "Oh, and he eats a lot more than I do, by the way." And they're like, "Uh-huh." And then she proceeded to sit there. He ate his one sandwich, and I watched her eat all 6 right there. How many calories is that? 6,000?
Probably.
A whole lot of burger.
Cheap lunch though, $6.
Yeah.
All right.
But people, I say shit about a lot of those strangers all the time.
Yeah.
We're just sitting in a restaurant.
But it was clear.
And
she was-
I'll say something, and she'll quickly look at me, and I'll go, "Oh!"
Yeah. That's how you get people to call the cops.
It's okay, they don't do anything.
I know. We've had people take him aside and ask him for sure.
I was at a chiropractor's once, and this was right after my heart attack, so I was on warfarin. And
Oh, gosh.
you do that, my bruise.
Yeah.
You look at me bad, my bruise.
Yeah.
Well, I had tons of pressure bruises on my back, just leaning up against.
Uh-huh.
And pulled up my shirt and was putting the shock therapy on me. And she goes, "Oh my, there's a lot of bruising back there." I said, "Yeah, my wife puts me up all the time." And we both had a giggle. And Yolanda goes, "Shut up or I'll do it again." "Yes, ma'am." And then they took her in to adjust, and they came over to me and says, "Are you really in danger? Is everything okay?" I said, Yeah, I'm on warfarin. This is just a thing.
But it's good that they asked you.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't think that men can get abused by a woman,
Yeah.
especially physically.
Yeah, we broke her arm on some bands.
Say what?
She fell and broke her arm on something.
Yeah, because I'm such, that's exactly what they thought.
Punched him so many times, you're going to
So mean, guys. Clearly,
She tried to tear his throat
What
out.
happens is you
Maybe next time.
hold her own shoulder out. That grip was so tight.
That's me.
It's like Bo Jackson, only he was strong enough to rip out his own hip joints.
Yeah.
That's what happened to him.
He's bad into a good career.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
He
Bo Jackson.
he was one of the only people to ever play pro football and baseball simultaneously.
He was
Deion Sanders.
incredible.
Deion Sanders did too, but Bo Jackson was
He-
first-hand better.
He had a genetic mutation of some kind. He did not lift weights, and he looked like a god. Like his body just said, "Make all the muscle."
And
So
then
it
give
was,
those muscles.
But
Yes.
apparently his tendons did. Oh,
it was actually a vein. He was in the middle of running down the line, and a guy tackled him only by one leg. And they said he was so strong that he tried to force his way through and pull a 300-pound guy with him. And afterwards, he said he went over to the doctor on site. He said, "I think I dislocated my hip." And the doctor said, "That's impossible. No one can." Well, no, you say no one can dislocate their own hip from running. That's what basically what he said. Because he never fell down.
But he did. Somebody was latching on.
Right, and so they didn't believe him, and then what had happened is the vein, I don't know what it is, but the vein or the artery which supplies blood to the hip bone itself, artery, got broken, and so the bone, by the time they noticed it, it was too late. The bone had started dying, so
They go do that within a few hours.
right. Yeah, no, it was a while before there was something up, and
They didn't believe him at
they didn't believe him. And then,
Yeah, but the huge bruise. And I don't care what color you are. That's going to be purple.
well, he was very dark skinned, so I don't know if it was shit. But also this was in what the early 80s. So like that was still in the age of you got a concussion, go get back in the game.
Still bruised.
Yeah, but it's like get back in the game, you sissy. That's but yeah, it was basically too late, and the bone started dying, so they had to get in there and chop it out and replace his hip. And after that, it really wasn't good anymore. Yeah, but yeah, he's freak of nature, man. Didn't lift a single weight.
It's all with steroids.
No, you have to lift weights for steroids.
You don't have to.
Yeah, you do. Well, I mean, you won't get any muscle that
You
way.
get hangry.
Yeah, and little tiny balls. Really high voice.
That is what happens.
All right, so just start at the beginning. Remember, we saw a strong. Go ahead. Back across.
Yeah, hold that a little bit lower for her.
Try to
shoulder there.
make your stance a little bit. Let's get out into the room a little bit more, and just be a little bit more aggressive with how you're standing. So try to get what feels like a little too. Well, they'll play him in the wall. But I just meant.
You kept moving.
Yeah. But I mean, like, get a little bit more big and stable, and so then that you get that nice powerful turn with the upper body. Yep. Good. Good. Okay, switch. Barris, you can do this. Like, you don't have to rely on me to just stand here and say,
Oh.
yeah, you know when to do it, right? Yeah. We can be more collaborative.
Be
on this all I'm
Deborah
saying. Yeah.
What is it?
Be Deborah.
Yeah,
Saw a strongman competition once where a guy won and they went and said, okay, tell us how that felt. It's like, that's how really good. It's like, his voice is really high up there. It's like, I want to grow drugs, you're on.
You're leading with that one?
I think what he was spotting is here, that was looking like a bad place. So make sure that it's clear, it's lead jabber. So think a little bit more boxing. Okay. Yeah. Good. Okay. Then we have
Be back fist, can strike right. Bob?
no, you can do it. You just slap him in the leg.
I'm going to.
Now, make sure you start out in combat stance, because we won't be fighting the bad guy.
True.
Yeah, so we want to start out here, and so we practice the action of coming in. Okay.
stand next to something, one of you.
Yeah.
Let's get this paper signed.
Yes.
Yeah, why did you say that, just real quick?
Start off a little further away. Yeah. Just because that guy's not gonna let you stand that close before you attack.
Sorry.
I heard that.
Yeah, sorry, me.
She hammer fisted him right in the
Right,
front.
me.
Yeah.
He's got a strong leg.
But, okay,
It was like me.
okay, so what you can work on is remember that there will be more moves after this. So when you do this, try not to have your stance close up as you're doing it, because it's not like a dance move where we can like do a fancy transition. So we want to make sure that this stance basically stays the same. All we're doing is this. So just come in, do that push shuffle and then the second strike. But don't let this back foot come in further than when you started.
Okay.
Better?
But stay in there. Don't jump out.
And ready for more steps. Like
Don't
right
jump
there.
out.
Yeah. Because as you can see, it becomes reflex. So we want to kill that reflex and replace it with back end fighting stance.
Yep.
There we go.
Just gotta remember to bring that back foot with you.
Yeah.
Do this, step in, you're still apart. Like, bring it with you,
Yep.
not so much here and there.
This is where it looks like that fencing footwork.
Yep. Bring it.
Right, and like that right there.
Close there.
All the reason I lost my balance
Yeah,
because
close.
you
Oh,
went,
I was catching myself.
right.
I wasn't losing it. I was
Well, I meant
trying to
was,
correct myself.
I meant, yeah, it's like as you came in, your feet came together.
Yeah,
Right.
just work on the normal.
So just that. Yeah, try that a few times. Right there.
Don't go too close.
So start off in your big combat stance. Yeah. And then when you do this push shuffle, just make sure that your stance stays big. Yep. Yeah. So just get there, or there we go. Okay. Try again. Good. Again. Okay. Try to go to the side. Better? Remember that it's not a bad thing to go kind of past him. It's like your footwork can go in here. It's like what I was seeing was as you were stepping in, he kind of had a bubble around him that you weren't crossing. So it was kind of like over here. So don't be afraid to get in their personal space and for your feet to go past theirs.
Okay.
See that right there?
Don't break it.
Yeah. It was when you came in, your foot stopped right here at this wall and kind of went like that.
Gotcha.
So don't be afraid to keep that forward and overlap his feet.
Okay.
Try that again. Like aim at going past that lead foot. Okay? And now stay facing him. So like I'm going past his feet like this. So I'm getting in here. So I'm not going around him to the side. I'm going straight at him. Ending up right here in front. Good. Big feet. Okay.
One other thing, small thing, can I help?
Yep.
When you do step into their space, right, and you hit, when you hit, he's gonna come down. So don't have your head on.
Yeah, they get bonked. Right.
Because you're gonna get hit in the head with his face.
Solid.
So
So,
that's why
there you
the
go.
that's why the band is with your knees, not with your waist.
That makes sense.
And I always put on my guard.
Getting teeth in your forehead.
Over the back of your head.
Like that would be
Anywhere in your head.
not be pleasant.
You know. There's a lot on this particular move to consider.
Yeah.
There really is. if you're doing something like this, you know, whoa, fuck! I'm here. Now, if he comes down, boom. Now, are you gonna? Most guys go and bend. Very few go.
Right.
So we're here. Boom, boom. Fail. If I wanted to, or hammer fist to the back.
And truly what this combination is teaching you is not just the idea that you can do a back fist and hammer fist right next to each other. It's also that you can move the positioning of your body up and down to attack different targets. How to do that so that you're not going like this. Because that's a lot
Yeah.
harder than just a vertical up and down.
It's called in boxing, it's called a bob and weave.
Yep. Good. Video I saw where a guy said, "I'll pay you $20 if you can punch me in the face."
Saw that too.
Yeah. Well, and he was demonstrating, he gave them gloves and was demonstrating his bobbing and weaving skills.
that's
The rules were you could only punch him in the face and nothing else, because otherwise it would be,
Now, I understand the range he had though, because he was outside, so it was sort of
oh yeah, he was not in a ring, he was just,
anywhere he wanted.
but the people were having issues because they were trying to only punch the head, and he had fantastic bob and weave skills. But if you could punch him in
Double punch.
if you could punch him in the liver, that would have been different.
That's, in my opinion, that's bullshit moves, it's coward. Because I would invite people to say, okay, hit me. Bam!
Yes.
And I just tell them, just hit me wherever. A lot of people will go straight to the face.
Yes.
You know, and I would do things like that. But, you know, I've got demos of me doing that.
Yeah.
Anywhere you want. I stopped the guy,
Yeah.
long before he got to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my theories on why people punch people in the mouth is because they're hitting the thing that's offending them at the moment. It's usually people are fighting verbally, so it's like, I'm going to hit the thing that just makes me mad, specifically.
Back in '84, I moved to North Carolina, Raleigh, and I think it was within a few weeks of us getting there, there was this big martial arts exhibition. So we went. Guy was down there, he was doing some aikido, which is using your opponent's weight against himself. And it was beautiful. Little guy, he had like 12 students, and he was just throwing them everywhere. Beautiful. And then he goes on with this speech about how aikido is the best martial art ever, and I'm like, really, but I don't know how to. And blah, 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 blah. Can I have a volunteer? And I looked over at my girlfriend. Is that all right? All right. Ooh, pick me, and he did. So I ran down there. Hi, what do you want me to do? He goes, and I said, really? He goes, yeah, BAM! And that's all it took. Everybody, 400 people, 600 people, I don't remember what it was, laughing their ass off. He goes, you're trained. He goes, get off my phone.
Well, that's why it's one of the dumbest things ever to tell someone to attack you in the.
But I've done that a million times.
Well, I'm just saying, it's like, especially if your intention
Hit me.
if your intention was to demonstrate a particular technique, you
Well,
will tell them what you want.
Right.
So it's like, especially.
And that's why I clarified.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. Boom.
Yeah. And attack. And it's like, because if he described something more specific, then you would have gone with it a little bit more. If you said, if you said, throw a hook punch at my head with your right hand, then that would have been something else.
That's why I clarified.
Right. If you really want me to actually hit you. You want me to hit you if I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And before yell was all the way out of his mouth, I should have
Yeah,
been.
you were waiting. Yeah. See? Attack while they're in the middle of a word. It works.
Don't wait for the end of speech.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, big speech.
Yeah.
Just it.
Yeah.
And that guy talked shit about me for 5 years.
Did he really?
I don't know how you can succeed at
Yeah,
talking shit about that.
what-
Yeah, that's the
what did he
asshole who
say?
punched me in the face.
When I told him to punch me.
When I told him to punch me in the face. I think don't you think it also might have had something to do with the fact that he couldn't do the 1 inch and you did?
Oh, yeah, later on, he tried to do a 1 inch punch and break the board. unsuccessfully. And he hit this thing a half dozen times, and he finally just, bam, and just grabs it and smashes it.
Which at a martial arts convention, everybody kind of goes.
Now, I never did a 1-inch before that, but I thought, well, I can see the mechanics. Let me try it. I had my friend hold it in the board. Pow! Right through it. That wasn't hard. Oh, fuck. There they are.
All of them watching.
They were like, there go.
You didn't walk up and take their boards.
Well,
Yeah,
Oopsie.
yeah, but it's like,
Well, I mean, they weren't breaking it.
yeah.
yeah.
Someone needed to.
They were laying there waiting to be broken.
Yeah, good point. You broke it.
I didn't think it was all that hard.
My taekwondo teacher's board breaking trick was a blindfolded
Maybe that's the thing.
180 jump reverse heel kick.
And they never use the thick 1-inch boards. They use these real thin little things.
Yeah.
Also,
Well, for demo, of course.
because they go, and they look pretty.
Well, for those that, for that, he used a re-breakable. But yeah, what he would do, he'd be blindfolded, he would touch it for a bit, and then jump and do that kick. Pretty good at that.
Well, yeah, he's probably practiced that a million times.
That one's, because you keep it close, it looks a little better.
Yeah.
And then throwing it out. And putting that. Keep that idea in mind. Yeah, back fist.
Jump access?
Flick.
Flip,
Yeah, back
flip,
fist.
jump.
Try to reach out more straight with that flip jab. It's like, otherwise it can turn into back attack fist.
Yeah.
And so we want to touch it as quick as possible. So reach, try to draw a straight line into it. And that's your flip jab. And the back fist to take their head off.
Okay.
Try making it in sort of a,
Like a lead jab.
try doing it like this, so that the jab goes this way, and then the back fist goes across. It's like down, curve, and over, like a plus sign, but you can look at it. That way it's not one inch against you.
Okay.
It'll get there faster if you draw it in a circular shape.
Okay.
Yeah, just something similar like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Making a rolling circle. Yeah. Yeah.
One style.
Yeah, just a quick inverse.
And that's it over there, blue one.
This is to practice on one of
Big-
these.
Oh, the big fat head.
That's visualize it a bit more.
That is what he said.
So,
I thought he was going for the half head.
so
Little tougher to
you'll
hold.
wanna flip jab him in the nose, and then go over for that side. Yeah. So get that try to work on those two targets. Yeah. Because remember, like, so try to get in there a little further. 'Cause right now you're breaking across the eyelid. You want to get over here a little bit more. Go for tempo. Nose, temple. There we go. Good.
You just hit that nose, you're gonna be good.
Good.
Eyeballs first.
Try the other way. Nose, temple. So you'll have to reach a little bit because you have to go here and go out towards him. So you want to, kind of either do it with a step or it's just a quick lean to knock this and then reach out further for that back fist.
Did talk to Cohen a little bit.
All right.
Good.
He said it's probably gonna be closer to Woodruff.
Okay.
Right on with you.
He's gotta apply to get his fiance over here, and then they gotta get her.
Okay. Is he still paying for a
Lean
roll?
back, spirit cross.
He didn't say anything like that.
Whoa, wait a minute, leave that
That's-
across, what was the last part?
I don't know what he did.
Loud, lean straight.
All right.
I don't know how that works.
Well, you gotta apply for a
Practice cross.
fiance visa, apparently.
I should think it wouldn't be allowed to extend to too many people, otherwise you're taking over the whole country. Because everybody's somebody's uncle at some point.
I'll bet you Ellie's not somebody's uncle.
Huh?
That's what he said.
You could be.
He said, somebody's uncle.
So everyone is.
Everyone is somebody's uncle. I said, I bet you Ellie's not.
I am not an uncle. I do have a brand new niece, though. No.
Nope.
You don't have a brand new niece? Oh, okay.
Huh?
But you said I have a brand new niece, then you bet and said no.
It's wrong combo.
You don't
Wrong
have a
combo.
Yeah.
Same day, strong combo.
Brother or sisters?
Little sister. They had her about 6 o'clock Saturday night.
Oh, nice. Brand new.
Brand new.
Yeah.
She was in labor when I was here on Saturday.
She's still got the wrappings on.
An
Not
adjustment,
quite dry yet.
an adjustment here. When you do that punch, try not to fire the punch from back here. So when you do this, let your waist turn. See how my waist is actually pointing this way?
Uh-huh.
Then what you can do is this punch comes more from the chest area. This is not hook, is it? Or is it straight punch?
Straight punch.
Straight.
That's not straight punch. Okay. So this is, my upper body is wound up for it, and then I can just fire right here. So basically, by having it, keeping it in this box right here in front of me, a little bit more boxer-like. In fact, you can tuck your chin down and think, because these are boxer combinations, so just try to get in there like that, keep it in front of you. That will keep your power right with the enemy, and there'll be less time between your hits.
Okay.
See it right there. It was back as cross, and then it was way back here like this, and then firing from here.
Yeah.
Try to keep it real close. Yeah,
A better turn.
good. 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 Yeah. Okay, then you got back as cross hook punch. Probably right hand. No, you do right handed, Harris right hand. Since the punch is going to be coming around.
What are you doing? Like this.
Back as cross
Okay.
hook punch, yeah. So, cross hook punch. There you go.
Lower that a little bit more.
Yeah, hook punch. Yeah.
You can practice on Lola's head. She's not that tall.
Who's
Her daughter
okay. I didn't know if you had named that.
sits in here with me. We make fun of you.
Okay.
You should hear some of the shit that comes out of the girls' mouth.
Unfortunately, it wouldn't even surprise me sometimes. She is spicy.
Left first. Like go to the left first.
Yeah.
Back us cross.
There you go. So,
Nope.
okay.
Crazy.
Turn left, then turn right.
There you go.
And same thing on this one. Same thing on this one. When you do that follow through, you're having a tendency to pull this one way back. So try to keep this fist visible. So keep this in your field of vision. If you bring it back here, you won't be able to see it anymore. So just make sure that after the second punch here, that after the back is crossed, that you can see this fist
Okay.
and then fire.
That makes sense.
There we go. Good. Good.
Great, you defend yourself too, not straight like that.
Yeah. Okay. Then we got yep. Back cross underground. So for the right, it'll probably be just a little bit the body shots.
Okay.
Allison can attest that yours is very good.
I have to watch myself.
What's happening is you're not turning your uppercut. So there we go. We got my fist cross, and then your uppercut needs to be here. What I'm seeing is you're firing it through kind of this way. That. So we got my fist cross. Go up this way. First, for this one, you need to push it out this way. Mimic the solar plexus in. Yeah. So go fist cross like that. Try that. Just make sure that your knuckles are up. Good. And for this, since we're hitting body, we want to shock it, not grind through it, because we won't be able to, unless we just skid off of their stomach, we'll get more damage if we just pop it this way, without trying to go up through it. Good. Your vertical fisting that uppercut, turn it this way. Yeah. Good. Still vertical fisting it a bit. So let me show you. What's happening is you're kind of trying to achieve it by turning like this, but it's still kind of a vertical fist. So instead, you got to change the position entirely. Actually, curl this down in front of you, and then push up with your legs.
Okay.
So it rises up. This way. So very clearly, bring this around in front and then up.
Okay.
Try it slowly. So back this across. Put this elbow in front. Yeah. The key to making it strong and not hurting your wrist is make this right here is about the most dangerous way that you can do an uppercut. This big long, because if they move at all, I'm going to hurt my wrist because the angle won't be right. So instead, you want to get it in position, point it at the thing first, and then hit it. So put it precisely in position and then fire it.
Okay. Okay.
Almost. So get it here, put it here, and then pop it out. Put it there, and now pop. There you go. The power of uppercuts comes from rising and twisting the hips. So it does not come from big shoulder movement. It actually comes from hips and
Okay.
chest.
That's probably something I have been messing up things. Every time I do it, I'm like,
Yeah, it's feeling like it's not very powerful.
it's not very powerful and it hurts.
Yeah.
On the right, like,
So focus on and
Don't go full.
strength comes later.
yeah.
What matters most is making sure that when you do this, you don't jam your wrist. So you get it in position and just focus. Like see right here, I'm actually not really moving my arm at all. I'm using rotation right here,
That makes sense.
like a rocking chair. Yes, yes.
Okay.
Good. Try not to put all your weight on one foot. Try to keep things balanced. If you go too far this way, then your power kind of goes off to the side. Because we still want to reach forward with that.
Okay.
Good. Good. Switch. Same thing. Position it first and then fire.
Okay.
Okay. So your uppercut's coming from back here. So try to position it right here in front, like your bodybuilder posing for the bicep pose across the back. So here, bicep pose. Uppercut.
Slow.
Put the bicep in position, bam. So actually work on putting it there first. Right here. And then fire.
Okay.
So after this one, I'm gonna fly away.
Yeah. Like actually break it down into stop right here. And then fire.
Okay.
So put it in position. Yes. Position, fire. Yep. Good. Good. It's coming way back here. Basically, if you're feeling tension in your shoulder on this edge, that's way too far back. Shoulders should be relaxed and similarly keep this fist visible. So always keep this fist right in front of you.
Okay.
So if you can slow that down and do not let, like when this back fist should stay right here. So back across, and then the fist always right in this column. Good. Good. Same thing. Hit, put it in position, then fire. Yes. Good. Good. Okay. And we've got back across. Back across. Palm leg. So right hand first.
Breakfast.
Yes. Good.
Now, right, yeah, don't throw it away.
Yep.
Tight.
Good. Good. Okay, now we got back across elbow.
Same side.
When you do that, come across here, the power of the elbow actually comes from rotating on the same point as your target. So if the target is too far over here, when you try to execute that elbow, then you'll find that what's happening is you have to put a lot of weight on your other foot. So back across, try to adjust yourself so that the thing you're going to hit is right in your middle.
Okay.
And then step forward. So I see it's actually here. There's my target. Then you can have a whole lot of space to hit and follow through without running into it, whatever it is, over here. So if I get more square, then this is going to be the first thing that hits.
Okay.
You're gonna have to come forward on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because if you back fist and punch somebody, they're going to start backing up. So you'll have to come in and hit.
That's kind of where you have that gap between.
Yep.
Anyway.
There. So you're trying not to do this when you're elbow. So your back foot's coming around this way. Try to stay firmly in your wide stance.
Okay.
The moment that you, like, if we're talking about generating as much power in that strike as possible, the energy of this strike is moving in a circle this direction. And you can see here, so if I maintain this position, that's my strike. And then if I do this and start moving this way, you can see how that energy just goes away.
Yeah.
So similarly, if I just shorten that with this being right in here, is going to have a lot more power than if I turn away from it.
That makes a lot of sense.
Nope.
Nope.
Yep.
I felt it that time.
Yep. Better? So now, what was happening was you were used to doing this and that being how you were turning through it. So now you have to compensate by doing a really big waist twist. Like right now, you're only turning about that far. Get big turn.
Like at the beginning of class.
Yes. So do that.
The first turn. So
Yeah, that first turn where you turn way big, get past that target.
You don't really do much of your feet other than moving both forward.
Step in, big waist twist. Good. Good. Try to keep that this horizontal. Elbows are like swords. So for this one, we want to take our sword blade and cleanly cut their head off. It's not very nice to them to try to cut it diagonally and then up or like this. And you can see too how that arc doesn't penetrate through it very much if I don't. So make a nice clean cut, decapitate. Good. Good. Okay, switch.
second.
Yes.
You gotta turn your body. That's good to learn, all the body positions, so, you know.
All right, now we've got block combinations. All right, so we got lead pop on. Yes.
Good.
When you have a tiny critique on both your hands, your thumb is hanging out like this. The rest of your fingers are good, but this one needs to be up here for both this and the ton. One reason is that you know how messy things can get in a fight. It's like an example is this could get caught in his sleeve, and now we got a jam when he yanks it back. He's seen a guy break his own thumb that way.
Got it caught in the sleeve.
Yeah, got it, as he was doing his own technique, got it caught in his shirt sleeve
Oh, his own sleeve.
and broke it backwards this way. He's like, time to go. And
He's one tough.
and his seafood had said, keep your thumbs
Money.
up about 2
Yeah,
minutes
his
earlier.
seafood told him 10 seconds before.
Keep your thumbs
Keep
up.
your thumb tucked. Yes, seafood.
Oh,
Get down, seafood.
Yeah, and their seafood was very condescending. That said,
Yeah,
it was kind of
It
seafood.
was pissing me off. And that wasn't even their seafood.
You
I was
must
just talking with him.
you must at least give them a little bit of grace, though, because it is pretty cool that they were still showing up, even though he's doesn't know stuff sometimes.
Oh, the cocky, he was,
I know he's very sharp about
and he
his,
was still out
his
there
knowledge,
doing push-ups and working
But
on the lock
he
jump
had
and all kinds of stuff.
his short-term memory was completely gone.
Yeah,
so-
bad Alzheimer's.
He had no idea who they were the entire time they were.
Well, he asked us probably every 2
Yeah, who are you?
Why
Yeah,
are you here?
and why are you here?
Alzheimer's is awful.
Yeah.
There it is.
But at least it was the point where he still knew very clearly who he was and remembered everything about Bruce Lee
Oh.
perfectly.
Stuff that happened 50 years ago, boom. right?
Just his short-term memory was gone. So I actually honestly would think it's worse the other way. Is if you don't know who you are, don't remember anything about your past.
Well, it's
All that's left is kind of emotional traces.
It gets to be that way in some of the
Yeah.
Alzheimer's patients.
All right. So try that one more time. So lead pop rear on, keep those thumbs tight. Yes. On your tonsile, you're moving it in a circle like that, and what that does is it brings
Right,
your
and-
guard down, and now this window right here is open. You could like this we keep here just in case, but it's sort of inviting a hit in this region. So instead of pushing it down, if you just put it here, once you've touched it, the punch can't hurt you. If he follows through on that further, at worst, it's just gonna brush across my shoulder. So no matter what he does, as soon as I've touched it, I've won. And worse, he goes bink a little bit, and whereas I am doing the big hits. So for both of these, only do the minimum that's required and keep it pointed right at them. Try that. Yep. And the other one. There you go. See how that's going that way? Hand him the cup of tea. Try the tongs out.
You go fairly straight up from your,
Yeah.
from your own chin.
Yes.
It's gonna curve off.
It'll curve by itself.
You don't have to.
Good. Okay, now try to pop in the head. Pop in the tongue. Yep. As soon as you touched it, you've won. Okay. Try that.
This,
Actually, wait. No, you end up doing the other hands anyway, without switching stances.
All right.
The stances are remember. So now it's on group off. So go right hand stance.
lead time, your pop.
Yep. So same thing. Hand him the cup of tea. Yep. And then rear hop. Good. Good.
Once you get past this rank, you don't ever have to worry about these static block exercises anymore.
Yeah. Good. Okay. Then you've got lead bong, rear bong. We can start off this way.
Both hands? Lead bomb, what you doing?
Lead bong, rear bong.
Alright.
Yep.
Got that one? So we're crossing here. Let's go a little bit wider. You want to switch it.
Good.
I don't know. How do you feel about that?
So he's going to push forward and you're going to do that bong side. There you go. And then he'll do it with the other hand.
Alright, that's good. So, it's not real. That one there.
Good. So watch the ankle there. So you want to hold the ball right here and rotate, and don't let the ball come back towards yourself like this. So if anything, you actually push it a little out towards them.
And there's a little bump at the end of that, not just like.
So, and that thrust at the end, that's what gives it that bump to get it away from you. Because if I just turn, then it tends to collapse towards me. So if I push out, then that's what will give it that structure. Good. And that one's hard for you to rotate that. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now going south. Going south, going south. Other way.
That way, yeah.
Yep. Yep. Right, left, right, left. Yep. Something that will increase your strength is right now you're relying on your fingers to slide and do that at the end. And that's going to be naturally weaker because you're going across the hand like this. So right here is a place where you would be able to shove through because it's just my fingers. So instead we want to do the whole thing with the palm. So he brings that across. It's right here. And once it's here, it's gone. And I don't have to worry about it anymore. So it's here, palm, palm. So don't worry about shoving it or anything. Once it's past the target, then it's not dangerous anymore. Yes. Good. Good. And now Paris, just for giggles, switch your attack positions, but you stay at the same pattern. No, I mean with right left. Like, so instead, like, because what I don't want you to get in the habit of is that songs like this is always this hand and this is always this hand. Because then what tends to happen is you'll be watching them and you'll go, which hand do I use? And that'll lock up your brain. So it doesn't matter. If he uses this hand, I can still use right and I can use left for the same hand. It doesn't matter. So try switching it. Like, right. Yes. There you go. Yep. Yep. Well, like,
Yep.
so it always go out.
Yep.
Good. The more that you have to carefully watch your opponent and see what they're going to do, the more chances that you lock up and make the wrong decision. So the blocks are all designed so that if I do one, it doesn't matter what he did really. He can throw anything in this area, and this box out is generally going to work. It doesn't, like, you can get anything. It's like this box out, it doesn't matter which hand he uses, what kind of punch. As long as it's here, basically, it works. And then anything on this side, as long as it's here, this box out works. It doesn't matter which hand or which stroke. And the tongue. Same, and so basically, it's more about where is it coming from rather than what technique. Because, as an example, he can use his right hand and hit on this side. So he can do a big swingy back fist. So all that matters is the area, not the technique or the arm. Okay. It's sort of strange. It's like to become almost. It's like almost like you're ignoring them in a way. Like you just kind of see where something's coming from, and then you take care of that problem, which is in the way of you hitting them. Okay. Okay. Kicking. You've done a lot of the kicking the past few times. Let's get that to knee strikes. I think the last few, maybe 3 or 4 classes, you've been good at kicking a lot, like doing all kicks. So let's make sure that this section doesn't get it going.
Yeah, I think the bottom half I've only gotten to twice.
Okay. Yeah, knee strikes. So you've got 4 knee strikes to worry about. So get a knee strike. Was it only 4?
Alright.
She'll upgrade next. So
Pretty simple.
start off here. We can sometimes do this, but we sometimes in Muay Thai you'll see people do this, and we never want to do that because that's very committed and it's hard to let go. So it's either this or this, whatever is comfortable. Just don't lock yourself in. So get in that position in front of him, and in your combat stance. Yep. And you want to try to maintain your combat stance when you do this. You don't want to like get in a position where now we're standing like they are, because then all he has to do is just shove you, and now you're stumbling backwards. So stay in that combat stance. And the final note is when you do these, grab his shoulders and pull him in the direction of the thing. Like pull him towards that whatever knee it is. So first knee strike is lead strike to the assailant's inside thigh. So hit him, bam, there. And so yes, so you want to actually pull him towards you. Bam, bam. There you go. Like a little bit more ragdoll. I'll show you what I mean. So we're talking about we got him here even if it's like so I'll grab him here like you can. Like that. So really shake him around, pull him into it, because knee strikes are really easy to block if you're not getting shit around. As an example, if you do the knee strikes without shaking me around. You grab me, but you grab, but so if he doesn't shake me around, it's great. But if he does, then it gets harder for me to defend. Because really, all people have to do is that, and that knee strike's done. So if we really shake him around, then it's hard.
Okay.
Okay, so let's do that inside of the assailant's thigh again. Get a good big stance. So pull him toward you and hit that inside. There you go. And inside of the other one. Bam. Okay. Then let's do lead knee to the outside. Bam. And try to curve that a bit more. We want to aim down here.
Oh, down here?
Or to knee.
You don't want to hit it.
Oh, okay. I
Well,
thought,
it's up here. It's like some people aim aiming up here is really not going to do anything. Sometimes if you're lucky, you'll dead leg somebody here. And this one is even more sure on the outside because it's just going to whack the knee.
okay, I thought we were going for the hips, so that's good to know.
Yeah, and plus
That's way easier too.
on this side, you have this, man, that's very easy to just turn into
Right.
without
Below
hitting
the
anything.
knee.
Yep.
Where
Do that attack.
your muscle right here, tendon,
Yeah.
will damage it.
Yep. So make sure
Don't
to
worry
get
too much about
big,
the back and forth.
big solid stance. Good. And then all you have to do is get close to him and lift.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
there you go. Okay, now try that on the other leg without switching stances. There you go. You can see how that one, if their other leg is back further, you might actually get at least a jam of some kind.
Especially if they lock it.
So like, say you were in a stance. So like if I got you here and I jam forward on this, then I've got a shot at a stomp here as well. Yeah, bam, right there. They're definitely going to be out of balance. You tend to walk through people with this kind of footwork. So we're stepping and knee checking and stomping and sweeping and doing all this stuff. And it's like that while hitting them in the face. So people have a hard time defending against you if they're worried about standing up. So
That checks out.
standing up is higher on the list than stopping yourself from getting punched in the face. Okay, so now let's try leg sweeps. So,
How long did you, get the excellent for 1 hour?
it starts at 4 and 6, 4 to 6.
2 hours.
Yes. Reservation next door at 6:30. I just thought I'd just give us easy time so that we're not rushing.
Okay. And then dinner's at Tor, you said, T-O-R?
Get forward room. Okay, so sweep behind the assailant's leg.
I'm just letting Holly know.
So all you're gonna do with this one, is you'll come in, you'll sweep behind the lead leg. So you're just going to step in and attack, and then step in, sweep. Okay? And now when you do this, it actually is safer to do it and let him fall down. Like, so like when he starts to go, don't hold him, just bam and let him fall. It's easier for him and less chance of you getting your knee tangled up and falling down. Give it a try.
Other than Holly and Allison, who else in here?
Oh, you gotta fight your way in there.
I think that's it.
So do
Holly and Allison were the
just
only ones
try
who
to-
said they were.
So there's 5 here, and you and Bernie,
And
Yes.
Mom and Dad and Allison.
Sorry, back there.
10.
Yeah.
And then the only thing you're missing is the,
That was not.
Well,
it's about
you need help. You need help.
positioning your body. So we come in here, you hit, and then from here, it's counterintuitive, but you walk. So take a big step, a full step, and then you can, it's like, really all you need here is just something to keep them from skipping forward. So you don't even have to really push, you can just have your hand on their chest. What really does it is stepping all the way back here, and then you stomp the floor. That's what'll get them in that sweep. You really need to like try having
The hand.
try this right here. Then like for you, what you might even do is hook into the suprasternal notch in order to assist, and then push down with that. Remember the first step. So when you come in, you've struck, and now you want to walk. So you actually walk forward, walk past him, and then step back.
And that hit is a kind of strong smack in the back of the leg.
If you stomp,
Damage it along the way.
if you stomp the floor,
But you gotta get it.
then your calf will actually lock into his and lift it. This one is hard to get, but once you do, okay. So wait.
You're not passing it.
Go past.
So let me show you. I'll show you.
Real close.
So try doing, like this just kind of sets it up easier. Try doing just pin hit like this. Then take a full step with your left foot. So I'm all the way past him. Our hips are lined up. That's the key.
Okay.
If we have to be totally side by side in order to get the right fulcrum, then reach. So I'm all the way back here. Then bam. That's what'll get to the thing. But you have to you have to be directly side by side.
Okay.
Big step. Big step. Bigger here. There you go. Then around stomp the floor. Yes. That's it. So, people,
When your
Yes.
arm's better to deal with it.
interesting problem.
Not-
How does one do a good outer sweep with no right arm?
Just gotta
Because
pick hard.
she's not able to get across for the push for the outer
From
sweep.
the left?
So from the right. Just right now, your shoulder doesn't allow you to do
The same as I did, you don't do it from that side.
this,
Yeah.
this.
From the
You
left.
just- You just don't do it from that
left.
side.
Don't do it. I was thinking like if you like started with a lopsow and had their left arm and it had your arm on the inside.
My left shoulder was dead for 30 years, man, so you just don't do it. from
You just
that
don't do
side.
Go home.
Yeah.
It's not a technique, if she's in pain, if it's damaged, it's not a technique you can use that with. Right, not, unless it's absolutely necessary.
I think you'll hit me and kind of hop me, but I don't think I'll sweep and fall down.
You gotta really just hammer that away, this part.
I mean,
You know, even
I hope they go
even
down.
if she wrapped it low around your ribs, she doesn't have the strength in it right now to do
Yeah.
anything.
You know, pull,
I was
maybe.
trying to see here.
swing it around.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But again,
It's an interesting improvisation.
That kind of pressure on that shoulder, though, I would end up.
There isn't a lot actually.
he was pulling the other.
I pulled with the other hand.
And he
Okay.
kind of just,
All that happened is this.
Yep.
he
So,
bowed into it.
yeah,
So,
Pulled me down.
so give it a try, go slow,
yeah.
give it a try.
So basically, lock and punch in the face, like this. Okay. Then you take this step, the same big, the footwork's the same big step, get this here, pop. And so, yeah, all I'm doing there is I stomp the floor and do that.
Okay.
Make sure that his left arm is completely up against you before you do anything else. Yeah,
Yeah.
good. Yeah, how's that feel?
That'll work.
Okay,
Yeah, it didn't put any pressure on it.
good. It's like, I just kind of made that up on the spot.
That's good.
Very good.
See, that's where you can know we're actually create things.
Yep.
Yeah. So now we can all have that in our toolbox, just in case we ever get in that position. Okay, so
And, you know, at this point, you're still trying to figure out what kind of a fighter you are. I'm not a fighter that throws people around, personally. I'm a fighter that punches people around or kicks them around. I don't have a great wrestling game in sparring or fighting. But that's not to say that there's not merit in grappling, because there is. Certain people are great at it. I just never studied it enough. I don't even really know how to fall properly. But, you know, it's just not anything that I've learned or cared to learn how to do. You know, I know enough how to fall. If I get knocked down, I can roll out of it. But it's not something I've trained a whole lot doing. Because I want to stay up and moving.
okay, so now we've got let's see,
More of the leg
Sweep.
sweeps.
sweep in front of the leg. Actually, let's try the left leg.
That'll be where the legs in front.
I know, I forgot to do the other side so for this one, it's the same technique as we were originally doing, but this time you'll be able to do it because it's your other hand. So come in, strike, step, big step to the right foot. This hand goes here because this is the only way to get that fulcrum. And then we step through, and when I stomp, this pushes down to the ground.
Yeah.
Okay. So, boom, big step towards right, and then big step.
Oh, wait, no.
It's gotta be
You
behind
have one more piece of footwork. So it's a big step to the right, and then reach around and big stop to the left. Big right first.
Gotta hit her in the face.
Then
Still
big left. Bam.
No.
Almost. You
Hit that
were,
way, hit that way.
you were a little too far away. Too soon.
Other foot first.
So, there's very simple footwork. Just watch me real quick. So,
Step it down and hit on a punch.
slam
Get
with
in.
the right foot, then left, yeah, right here, and then you step big with the right foot. Right?
Start from your left stance.
Okay. So, stand right here, then you step with the right foot. So as soon as I'm behind him, that's when I put this arm over here, and then big stomp.
So start from your left stance on this one.
So it's punch.
Yeah,
wait.
that's fine.
Real quick, let me fix something. When you attack, step forward with your left foot. Because that'll get you right
Oh, it's
here.
not after.
Right, and then
Gotcha.
big right step to go past. Then big right step, and now left stomp.
Better?
Well, that wasn't bad. Go get it, go get it.
Only thing that's missing is, right now, you're putting your foot down and then trying to shove him over it. So it's looking like this.
Yeah.
Like
Gotcha.
that. So all that's missing,
Needs to be
Is-
the same
so if you stomp hard into the ground, that'll pop his leg up and then throwing him down
I'm
on
gonna
knees.
knock that leg.
Okay.
I'm not gonna fall just because I'm gonna make a fly. But that'll be it. You can shove me to it, see if I go down, whatever.
So step forward, left foot, and punch in. Right,
Step to the right.
and stomp hard.
Yeah. You gotta work on just getting a good on the leg.
Take some stomping lessons from Lola. Get her mad at me.
Okay. Then we've got all lead leg traps. So these are the ones where I'm doing this kind of stuff. So first one is, when you do that,
Do the one first. I
So
don't
that's
know
back
how
up.
far you went with that one.
there, we'll put this into the room. So for the first, we want to start off good combat stance in fighting distance. And then, so we want to practice lunging in and giving in. So this is one where I've just contacted and I'm not doing anything else. I'm not bending it backwards. So try it, just fighting distance and then lunge in and get one. Okay, and now try that again and then we get to number 2, which is to lean in and gently straighten his leg. Lean in.
Push just forward.
And when you do that, you'll have less power if you go up onto a toe here. So we want to actually lean the weight
Okay.
with the knee.
And just put,
Yep.
push your knees straight.
And of course, this is done fast in actual flight. We're going.
Right.
So we're just doing it in slow motion right now.
Go into hurt people.
Yep. I've seen somebody hurt someone with this.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, watch that foot.
So I'm gonna go again. Huh?
Yeah, the reason that's happening is because you're sensing it, you're a little too far away. So you're getting right here and you're going, I need to go up on the toe in order to get it. So when you lunge in, get in further.
Okay.
The easy way that I found to do it is actually when you come in, focus on actually mildly soccer kicking the inside of his foot like this. If I get that range right there, then I've got the knee check. And that way I can come in without worrying about clacking shins like this and hurt myself. So if you actually, the inside of his foot, then you'll be in the proper range.
Okay.
And the way I do it, because I do it the same way every time, is I actually come in and I hook my foot about at the back of his heel.
Mhm.
And that makes me really super close. And I can really get a good bend in on that.
You do more with the deeper you go.
Yeah, that's right. Good, and then bend the knee, there you go. Okay, then number 3, which is the one where you go around. Bend the knee,
And step around with your left.
Really good to get knee to roll around.
Yeah.
bend the knee first.
You gotta keep,
Yeah,
have to keep that knee bent.
that's all I was missing. So what you,
Just
yes,
around.
just like our warm-ups. So you gotta once you get in the range, you actually go way the heck over here like this, and then you just turn your hips. So get isolated, it looks like this. Get all the way like this, then turn your hips. Yeah,
This is a difficult one.
There we go.
Hey, look.
That was
Yep. Now, the only thing that is just a safety thing is when you do that turn, try not to let your ankle get twisted like this. Let it come around.
Force his around.
Yeah.
My ankle was
When you
just-
turn,
that was the first.
yeah. Try it one more time.
Yep, that was good. That one worked.
Bend.
Turn the foot.
Man. Elbow him in the back of the head.
Okay. Then we have the final one, which is the swing. So,
You call it
swing.
swing, sweep, swing.
Sweep. Except don't like that. Or turbo back and go the other way.
The other way.
What?
You just went out and sit that way.
Yeah, you did a,
I was just talking about that.
Oh, you weren't really doing the sweep.
no, that's not really actually. These are,
Yeah.
that one. Rather than going this way, which uses these muscles, which are shit. Use these muscles, which are much stronger.
Okay, let's see it.
You hook in there, turn it, and then you just.
Yep.
And
Front leg.
run.
Well, you can kick while you're there, like Michael did, he did. See if you did.
Turn towards the wall and
Yes.
kick them out. Yeah, there
That was
you go.
Feel free to smash it.
And if you want to kick with the other foot, that's great.
I guess you can go away. But you just tripped him, you didn't kill him or anything.
Yeah.
Might not be that bad unless they tore a muscle.
That time.
Allow yourself 2 seconds. Now I'm so limber from Tuesday. I just bounce off my.
Now, I'm not saying that the sweep that he did is invalid.
No.
In certain things, it's quite valid, but in this
Yeah.
particular thing, turn your back,
Right.
use your heavy thigh muscle.
He was just doing it, get that out of my way and smash you right to pieces. It's all right, too.
Okay, 3 break holds. You good on these? Okay.
So he's gonna grab you in 3 different ways, and you're gonna get out of it.
Good luck. That's pretty good.
But just holding him is not gonna save you. It's just giving him another opportunity. There you go.
Okay, so try not
Just a
to
second, just a second. Harris? You know where it's-
try not to get
No
fixated
protection.
on the thing that you've got.
That's-
It's much more damaging to hit 17 places
All right,
than
that's
to
right.
just really try to get one.
It shouldn't fog up or anything.
So let me give you an example. It's like he tries to reach around and grab like that. So I hit this, bam, elbow right here. No one's gonna hold on to you after that. So be aggressive. Somebody is trying to control your body. So answer with something really intense.
The first stuff is great.
Yes. Yeah, your first step was great, but like what you had focused on and got was kind of like 2 fingers into the jawline. And it wasn't, you weren't gonna devastate him with that.
Yeah.
So if you instead throat punch 6 times, it's like kick him in the anything. Like do lots of things. I've never seen somebody do too much in response to a right hold. So he's gonna do whatever and destroy him as soon as he sees.
No, don't step on his neck or anything. Oh, hit it?
No.
Okay.
And this is why we never back up, because you can see he was just gonna chase you.
So, grab me.
Can't say.
That's bad.
Yes.
So, he grabbed you. Bam!
Yes.
Set that over.
Yes.
Words. Never, ever.
This is what they expect.
Don't wrestle. Don't fight.
They expect you to pull away in fear. Somebody who is doing this wants to dominate you. So that you coming towards them aggressively is the last thing they think. So we train this to become your new reflex. When you face pressure and grabbing, go at them.
You don't have to worry about the grabbed arm. You got to get them, but you just, I'm not doing anything now, and I'm wide open.
They've given up one of their weapons.
Grab that arm.
Don't try to get out of it.
Yes.
There you go. Yeah, don't even worry about it. Like just go drunken masturbate it. It's like you can go.
It's not doing anything. Back.
Yeah, back.
Just the palm right up anywhere in the face.
Everyone will let go if you just
Nose.
bash them right in the face with an open hand.
That's actually just a real simple.
You can get fancy, but you don't need to. You know? If you want to get fancy, you can do shit like that, you know.
That was great.
This isn't fancy, but it's fun.
Most people will let go even if you didn't hit them in the crotch. You punch down even if they didn't get it. It's like, well, damn, they're gonna get this out of the way, and now you just punch them.
So you know, you can grab and twist and break his arm and crack his ribs and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
But no need.
Another good one. Doesn't matter what they hold on to. Actually, both
Immediately
arms.
hit something.
Good.
That's the thing.
But the quicker the response is hit everything.
Give it a try again.
And if your first grab was great, just be more violent with the next thing.
What do you think of the mask?
Good for the eyes, it's a lot of mask.
Right. And we'll get cheek scratched up. Not a good sport. That would hurt somebody who actually punched it.
He said it's good for guns.
Yeah, it'll be good for guns. That's why I got them.
Until it hits your forehead, then that sucks.
Oh, the little foam one, that ain't gonna hurt.
No, I was talking about the.
Go in there. There you go. That's it.
Good.
We said your legs are strong, so she's like,
Yeah, all right, let's test that.
Test that out.
Grab her some different way.
3. You got 3. Don't worry about it. Just hit. There you go. That's it.
Now, I do have a little.
That wasn't bad.
Not bad tidbit on that one. You actually turned your back on him and then assumed that defensive position. So like he reached for you sort of from the side and you turned into it, which makes you more vulnerable. Instead, if he comes to the side, no, I'm going this way. So turn your aggression immediately towards him. Do not allow him to get your back if you can help it.
Now, me, I'm not afraid of grabbing guys in the crotch. So if you come at me,
Good.
They're not going to hold on to that.
I intentionally always grab them by the fingers, right? But if I can get this, like this, that is really easy.
Yeah, and they,
You hammer fist it first and then grab it.
I would go for throw steam too.
Yeah.
Cherry will be so good. Yeah.
How good you grip?
Yes.
I've been using that little green thing, it's all goes every time I'm in the truck. I've got it in my purse.
Yeah.
Just imagine doing this.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that meme that I sent you from Dungeons and Dragons. Is I cast testicular torsion. This was magic.
Yeah. Twist.
Yeah. If they feel you grabbing for their jump, they're going to be letting you
Yes.
go pretty quick.
Because this technique, literally all we're practicing is make them stop grabbing. Because after you make them stop grabbing, it's just attack them until they're done.
Now, if you want it, and if you want to stay away from the testes, right, grab it. You can still put your opposite hand right in their face, right around.
Yep. Same thing. Hands on. Eyeballs. They don't like them.
The easy way to think of it is it's actually a good thing when somebody grabs you versus just somebody out in the open striking. Because when they grab you, they've given up one or both of their weapons.
Both their weapons.
It's like if they grab you with one hand, then one thing that's going to happen is two things. They're either going to pull you towards them to take you somewhere, or they want this out of the way to then punch you in the head with the other hand. So now I can guarantee, I know exactly what's next. So if I do this is my next, if I see any sort of offensive movement. But this is coming in.
Yeah.
This is coming towards them. So I can defend and attack because I know what's next immediately and go straight in for a hit. Yeah, or shut it down with. So yeah.
These kind of techniques, they do boil up emotions, even in me, because I'm not as I said earlier, I'm not a grabber. But so if somebody gets me, I get into a little bit of a panic, even, you know. So I'll do that, grab the ball, back of the, right in your face, or the back of your head is always a good one. And if you can't do that, work for fucking thing.
Yeah. Most people aren't if they grab like that, they aren't in the mind to go for much more aggressive things, whereas you can be. So like I noticed there's like you go for the hands, and my thought as a fighter, which I would never grab somebody like this anyway, my thought was face, but most people won't think that.
Right.
Because they're still thinking, hold on, like, what's the...
Right. It's a control thing.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, and the reason that I caution so much for you against anything which would turn your back towards them is because generally it's going to be larger men who would do that to you, and their intention is to pick you up off the floor if they get behind you. So once you're off the floor, that really limits your attack options.
Now, I want
So-
to give these two a little bit of teacher advice.
Mhm.
I'm going to use you for the example.
Mhm.
She has been recently attacked,
Mhm.
and it is an emotional thing.
Mhm.
So when you're teaching these techniques to somebody who's gone through that, and that comes up and they well up and they handle, don't freak out.
Right.
Just
Well, that's actually why I asked her before we started.
let them go, cry it out or whatever.
Mhm.
Check them a little bit.
All right, one more grab.
Sound right?
Smack him somehow immediately.
Oh, that was nice.
Gets the hit.
You know, you don't need to worry about this. Just go back.
If you think
Just
about
attack.
it, if he's reaching towards you, what's the worst thing that he could do when he actually touches you? Like, because what I'm talking about is if he's not doing a strike as fast as he can, if he's reaching to do this, it takes a second before something really bad starts to happen. He has to get a hold of something. So if he's reaching like this, you are faster because your intention is to strike, not to grab. So if he reaches, hit first, you're faster.
Don't worry about that. Just hit.
Don't ignore that. Ignore that hand, reach towards him and claw him, be a tiger. Yeah, go for those eyeballs, he's protected.
There you go.
Good, good.
You can use your legs.
Mhm. Back, head.
Okay. Straight in the middle. Boom. Either turn and stone. You don't have to use your hands.
Like if you're in a public place and this is maybe somebody who's just gotten a little, doesn't know how to listen to the word no. It's like even convert the palm heel strike that we were practicing into something a little bit lighter. But he tries to grab you a big bam across the face, especially in public. Don't do that against the rapist in our alley. But yeah, it's like if you bam in the face in public around everybody,
No.
that's gonna shut things down.
Not
He's gonna not grab you
Not
anymore.
a finger.
So
It's not
this is a palm slap.
Boom!
Yeah.
Good knock. No.
You just kind of have to turn it around. It's very simple. What would make you stop grabbing someone? It's like if somebody poked you in the eye real hard, I think you'd let go. So if somebody kicked you in the knee, you'd go, damn it, and let go. So stomp your foot, stomp your toes.
Now, you did him, and that was fine, but you got more on the toes, and you should get more on the inside.
Mhm.
The toes are pretty forgiving. They'll flex. The other stuff, they'll flex some, but not as much.
And I am glad that you don't have the dumb reflex of the elbow strikes from behind. Because a lot of people try that, and so he grabs, and then a lot of people try to go, and
They really don't work.
it doesn't work at all. So yeah, just stomping here to loosen something up, stepping forward, throw them off their balance, then just fight.
And that's why you're here to train. To learn all this stuff. Some of it's uncomfortable, and we know that. But we're also here to help you get over that uncomfortable. So, y'all want to do some stretching?
Yes.
Go ahead and do some.
Alright.
Didn't fog up.
I'll take care of that.
Why did it fog up?
Half
No,
of it is just
no, these are good for.
putting the idea in your head.
They're different than
To
that first
motion.
one. that I got.
Okay. I need water.
Good, can you sleep all right tonight?
Huh?
I was just wondering if she's gonna sleep all right.
Oh.
Your first blocks were good. Just bring something with it. That was fine to do it. Before I even got there, you were.
You ever have it where you don't really feel like you're thirsty, and then you drink water and your body goes, give me all of it?
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Alright, let's get down here. I'll get my stuff.
You did well tonight, Ellie.
Thank you.
Alright. Now we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Balance. 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. On the next. So on the left shoulder.
Leaning towards that side, I thought.
Yeah, a little bit.
Never do these stretches cold. Always warm up your muscles first. At least until you can do a full, full split all the way down. Yeah.
Okay, other leg. And we're going in this way. Relax down into it. Flex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax further. Flex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax further. Flex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. Alright, other way. Flex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. Flex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. Relax.
That's what you guys have got to get. Look at her. This there.
Flex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Up. We do hamstrings. Bounce down into it. Flex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. Flex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. Relax. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. All right. Other leg. Flex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. Flex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. Flex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. All right. Now for the big stretch.
That's nothing cover. Come up. Teach you how to keep two guys at once, I think. On the front, one and back. Both in the nuts.
Flex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. Go further.
Get in there, Mikey. You're only about 4 inches from the ground.
Flex. 1, 2,
Don't take your underwear off.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. Go further.
Do that in the snow, and they'll call you the incredible three-legged man.
Flex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. Go further.
If you continue that, you'll never get old.
Never get old.
Never get old.
You'll never have trouble walking upstairs because you can't bend your hamstrings. What?
To do this,
I said, that's what I'm saying, is that you'll never get to the place where you can't lift your leg up
Oh,
because your
yeah,
hamstrings
right,
are so
right,
tight.
yeah.
Well, you will freak out people at the nursing home when they find you in a full split in your room. Like, oh God, he broke both his legs.
The X-ray gets it.
Bam! That's one of the times I
You
saw
give
my
classes on this.
I saw my mom laugh the hardest was in the movie of Dennis the Menace. And this really old guy playing the neighbor, and somehow Dennis had put soap all over the floor. And they, obviously it's not double, but he went in the bathroom and slipped into a full split like this.
Dennis! I just love that movie.
Christopher Lloyd was in that movie. He was this weird, crazy guy hanging around the neighborhood.
Not Mr. Wilson.
No, he was the villain, like a kidnapper.
Lex, he would bring Dennis back.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. Relax. 1, 2, 3.
I like his version of my favorite Martian.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I like that movie too.
The guy,
Lex,
Ray,
1,
somebody,
2, 3,
played the original one back in the 60s.
5,
Early
6,
60s.
7, 8, 9, 10. Relax.
Ray Walton.
Did he guest star in that movie?
Yeah, he was in the last scene.
Yeah, he was the old Martian.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
It's about damn time.
I think that's kind of neat, like implying that it's actually a sequel.
Kind of.
Because did he ever in the TV show? Did he ever
Nope.
go back?
Nope.
So whichever guy he was hanging out with must have been dead or something.
Different family.
Well,
I think that the family he was with was the kid.
Yeah.
There were some weird shows back then. My favorite Martian, My Mother the Car. It was a bunch of.
Never heard of My Mother the Car.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Batteries not included.
That was that was a movie. That was pretty decent.
I love that one.
Hugh Cronin and Jessica Tandy. That was a decent movie. That was from the 80s.
All right, let's get that out of there.
Hey, wait. Now, a little bit more on that.
Good.
Inconvenience.
Yeah.
Yeah, for an old actress, she was everywhere back in the 90s also. Just became fried green tomatoes. And
Back when they made movies
Daisy.
without them having to be an existing franchise.
Yeah.
Everything's about IPs now.
What people want to see, I suppose.
Yeah.
Well, Oppenheimer, that wasn't from anything other than history.
It had hype because it actually happened.
Right.
And people wanted to see it go off.
I haven't seen it yet. I think it's on Netflix.
I avoided suggesting my family go see it on